Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of the 6-8 Western Full Auto podcast. So, it's been a couple weeks since we've talked about anything like, on the podcast. This is my fourth one. Still working on different ideas. I, I think the number one thing I've come away from, because I've been doing a little bit of hand loading, you probably saw that I did some testing with some LRXs and some 165 ABLRs. And obviously, hand loading is getting me better, much better accuracy. My velocities weren't where they need to be yet, but I'm still trying to figure out where I need to be. I've never really loaded for copper before, so still trying to figure that out and how far I can, push this stuff. But if you want to get some ammunition that is uh, it's basically hand loaded and it's sold commercially. And I'm sure many of you have heard of Choice Ammunition. So I gave them a call, and the I talked to Tracy, and he's a fun guy to talk to, I'll tell you. And he we had a good conversation about the 6-8 Western, and he and John, the owner, actually both of them love the 6-8 Western. And so he's actually had some customers that he's dealt with that have used their ammunition, had good luck with it. And yeah, if you want to have a good conversation about it, give Tracy a call down there at Choice Ammunition. But it's 100% hand loaded. The stuff that I was actually looking at with the numbers was the Barnes LRX, and they do their testing, especially with that one. I'm not sure on all of them, but they use a 26-inch barrel on that, and they're getting 3,009 feet per second. That's what they advertise for their FPS with that Barnes 155 grain LRX. So that's scooting out there pretty good. And I'm thinking with my 20-inch barrel, if I was to get some of that stuff, I would think I should be probably around 2850, somewhere between 2850 and 2900, I'm guessing. So, and that would be way plenty enough, because that LRX bullet is a performer. That's no doubt about it. So, anyway, if you're looking for some really good ammunition, they do have quite a bit of a variety of things to pick from. They have 150 grain Berger BLDs. They have the Nosler AccuBond long range in the 150 grain. They just have the 150 grain AccuBond. Like I say, the 155 LRX. They've got the 165 grain AccuBond long range as well. They are currently out of the 175 grain Berger EOLs, but they do have the 170 grain Nosler ballistic tip. So, and that particular bullet shoots pretty good out of my gun, even with the factory ammunition. So it kind of likes that. My gun did like the 155 grain LRX, which did please me quite a bit. So we'll see what I can push that up to. But I would like to get some of this ammunition from these guys and just do some testing with it and see what the velocities are to my gun, and just see if it's worth hand loading. If you get something you like, if you're just using it as a hunting round and you're not like me having to shoot all the time for content, that would probably be the ticket right there. Because it's it's hand load custom, basically hand loaded, so you might pay a little more, but it's not a ton more than buying a box off the shelf. Because as you know, 6.8 Western, 6.5 PRC, a lot of that stuff is fairly high priced ammunition in the store even. So you're talking 250 to somewhere between 250 and $3 a round, and these are just a little bit over $3 a round. So not too bad really for what you're getting, from what I can understand. So anyway, So give them guys a try. You can. They're in Victor, Montana, and there's a lot of good companies in Montana that are gun related. I'll tell you, I'm just so proud to be a Montanan because of that. So, um, let's see, what else was I going to talk about here? The they do. I asked him how what kind of brass they use too, and he said, of course, depending on availability. Probably during the COVID period, somewhere right after this was released, and they were probably using Winchester and Browning. He said, but they have been able to get Peterson and ADG. I know ADG is selling to the public now, and I'm not sure about Peterson. They might just provide for companies like Choice. I'm not sure because I don't remember seeing Peterson out there for sale to the public, but ADG is now. So get in line and get some. But anyway, so they use good brass, Peterson ADG brass, and like he said, it's far better brass than the Winchester Browning stuff. So which most of us know. So the next thing is I did have a comment by somebody, JD, you know who you are, that because we were talking about the full auto, obviously with the 6.8 Western, he said to look up this company called Copus Precision, and they're in Magnolia, Texas, and they have not built a 6.8 Western. There's just a family operation. There's the dad, the son, and the wife, I believe, and so there's just the three of them, but they have built a 300 Winchester Magnum, and just for fun for themselves, they haven't put it out for sale. But you can go to their gun broker site and see what they do make. But they said they had fun with that, building that 300 Win Mag anyway. So, and I talked to him about the 6.8 Western, and he was intrigued by it. And he said usually the drawback is to be able to make reliable magazines for them. And I don't know if they make them themselves or if they find if there's other magazines out there like the XPRs have a little, what is it, a 5-shot or 3-shot? Yeah, it's a 3-shot magazine. If they can utilize that, but that's not really an AR platform. So AR-10 platform. So I'm not sure if they have to make their own or what, or find somebody who does. I'm not sure, but anyway, he was kind of intrigued by it, and he said he did not rule it out. It might be something they play with on their own, and hopefully they'll let me know when that happens. So anyway, I talked to Malcolm at Copus Precision, and like I say, check out their stuff on Gunbroker, and it's KOPES Precision, and they have ARs in 243, 6.5 Creedmoor, 300 Hammer, I believe, and you can just check it out. They have quite a few different ones. So kind of a fun little company because, you know me, I like promoting small companies. So that's a good one. And of course, with Choice Ammunition being here in Montana, I'd like to give them a thumbs up and have you guys check them out and let them know you heard. If you happen to email them or call them, let them know you heard from me and Montana Musings Outdoor Channel. That'd be great. So. And then there's the new kind of sneaky thing that came out. Just I think Hootie Who put a video out, and Brian Kleckner apparently has put out something on it, and it's called the 7mm Backcountry, and it's supposed to be operating at higher pressures because they're making the cases out of a steel alloy that can run up to 80,000 psi. So you know how steel cases are. I don't really know if that's something that I would be pursuing or not, because you know how it is with the old 223 Russian stuff, the steel case. I mean, you can't reload it. I just I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to actually I guess Savage is making a bunch of guns in like a 20 to 18-inch barrel range because they're wanting to get the velocities out of these 20-inch barrels because everybody's running shorter barrels for running suppressed now. So that's where this kind of has come from, and I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or not. Well, as a hand loader, I just don't see it because I'm pretty sure it's going to be expensive. I just I don't see it going anywhere, to be honest with you. So, um, but that's kind of what the deal is with that. It's federal is trying something new. So, yeah, throw it out there, see what sticks, I guess. Um, the other thing I wanted to talk out in conclusion is just a matter of I always try to come up with something at the end to see what if it's something that you guys use or have thought about. But a couple of years ago, I think I got it for my son for Christmas. Was one of these solar power packs, and of course they have the connections for your Samsung phone or your Apple phone, and also a USB. I believe that's what that is. I'm not too sharp on this tech stuff, but and these things work really good. We ended up using it. We went in our backcountry hunt, elk hunting in 2023, and it just so happened where we were at, there must have been a tower on top of a mountain somewhere, and because we had cell phone coverage up there, and so he fortunately my son had brought it along because we'd gotten it to him for Christmas that Christmas before, and we were able to charge our phones up there because I was doing videos, my elk video for the 2003 elk hunt, and so yeah, that was kind of fortunate to be able to do that. So these are real nice, and this is called a Latimeria, and just a solar charger power pack, and these run about $37 on Amazon. So, and then I was watching another video with Randy Newberg, that's who it was, and they were talking about all you know, the filming in the backcountry and how they are able to keep their batteries up and stuff like that too. And he mentioned these Anker. I don't know if you can see that Anker power packs. And so this one is not a solar power, but it's just a battery pack. But you could charge it with the solar pack. And so I just always have this pre-charged, sitting ready to go. And these actually work really well too, as far as having. And I can't remember how long it would last, but I think it would charge your phones and cameras and stuff quite a bit. I think he said they were in the backcountry for 4 days and it didn't run out of power. So um, these could be handy in all kinds of situations, really. So I would check them out. And these run about $40. There's different styles too. If you go to Amazon, you'll see all kinds of different ones, and there may be some even upgraded ones because this has USB and a C port right here. That I ordered it for that because I have a Samsung Galaxy. So uh, anyway, that's what I ended up doing, and I think they're just a good kind of an emergency thing anyway. So but that's what I had for you this time, and like I say, make sure you check out these guys that are small businesses, and they're trying to make stuff that we want and make it really well. So check out um, Copus Precision. Talk to Malcolm there, and they're in Magnolia, Texas, and also Choice Ammunition in Victor, Montana. So I'm sure they would appreciate you inquiring with them on their ammunition because it's top quality stuff. And and I and in relation to that, I did call HSM, and they're in Stevensville, and everybody probably knows HSM ammo. They don't have any plans to make 6.8 Westerns, so um, I think your choice is Choice Ammunition. So check them out and make sure you get some. And like I said, tell them you heard. You know, I'm not. I'm just promoting them because I like to help small businesses. I'm not getting anything from them, and I just they're Montana and they do good stuff. So that's why I'm kind of talking about them. So anyway, that should be it for this 6.8 Western Full Auto podcast, and we'll catch you in the next one. And I do have some plans for Another one with a friend of mine who is here in town, who's a little gunsmith, has got his own little channel, and I'll introduce you to him when we get together to do that one. So I think that'll might be in a couple weeks. So all right, you guys have a good one, and make sure and save the 6.8 Western.